Today, we're counting down the top 10 craziest animated bus crashes ever. From mountain dives to explosive flips, these disasters will leave you speechless. We've ranked the wildest, most physics-defying crashes, each one more jaw-dropping than the last. Buckle up! Let's dive into chaos! Now let's kick off the countdown with number 10. Number 10. A stark reminder of life's fragility. This isn't just a statistic, it's a chilling scenario. Prepare yourself as we delve into a catastrophe where a single misstep leads to utter devastation. A city bus, filled with unsuspecting passengers, makes a fateful wrong turn. It's a seemingly minor error that sets in motion a chain of events that will lead to unimaginable horror, altering the lives of everyone on board in an instant, and plunges 300 feet off a rain-slicked mountain cliff. The air is thick with the sound of shattering glass and twisted metal. As the bus begins its deadly descent, the screams of the passengers are swallowed by the roar of the wind. The road is treacherous. Rain slicks the surface, turning it into a deadly skating rink. Every twist and turn presents a new challenge. Visibility is low, shrouded in a dense fog. The driver's vision is severely impaired, making it nearly impossible to anticipate the dangers that lie ahead. And the driver's going way too fast. Ignoring the warning signs and the perilous conditions, he pushes the bus beyond its limits. Speed becomes a reckless gamble. As the bus hits a sharp turn, the laws of physics take over. The centrifugal force pulls relentlessly outward, testing the limits of the tire's grip. The tires lose grip, surrendering to the slick surface and the relentless force. The bus begins to slide, a sickening sensation as control is lost. The driver fights desperately to regain purchase, but it's too late, sending it sliding toward the guardrail. The metal barrier is the last line of defense, a flimsy promise of safety against the unforgiving abyss. But it's no match for the weight and momentum of the out-of-control bus. The metal barrier shatters, ripped apart like paper by the force of the impact. It offers no resistance, no salvation. The bus is now completely exposed, teetering on the brink of oblivion, and the bus teeters for a split second, suspended between safety and destruction. It's a moment of agonizing suspense, a brief reprieve before the final plunge. Before gravity wins, the inevitable pull becomes too strong and the bus tips over the edge, surrendering to the abyss below. There's no turning back now, no escape from the deadly fall. It plummets, end over end, a chaotic tumble through the air. The world becomes a blur of sky and ground as the bus spins uncontrollably, smashing against the cliff face, a brutal impact that sends shockwaves through the entire structure. Metal screams, glass shatters, and the bus is further deformed with each collision, sparks and debris flying, a chaotic explosion of metal, glass, and personal belongings. The air is filled with the acrid smell of burning fuel. Windows explode, showering the interior of the bus with shards of razor-sharp glass. Luggage and seats rain down, ejected from the bus by the force of the crash. Personal belongings are scattered across the mountainside, and the bus is torn apart with every impact, its metal frame twisted and contorted beyond recognition. Finally, it slams into the valley floor, the final devastating impact that brings the deadly descent to an end, crumpling into a twisted wreck. The once proud vehicle is now a mangled heap of metal, its shape unrecognizable. The devastation is total, a chilling reminder of how fast disaster can strike. This catastrophe serves as a stark warning about the importance of safety, caution, and awareness. This is just the beginning. The horrors we've witnessed so far are merely a prelude to the even more shocking events that are yet to come. The countdown only gets crazier from here. As we move closer to number 1, the scenarios become increasingly unbelievable. Brace yourself for a roller coaster of emotions as we explore the most extreme examples of when disaster strikes. Number 9. Get ready for a collision of engineering and misjudgment, a stark reminder of the importance of heeding warnings. A double-decker bus confidently makes its way down the road toward a low-clearance bridge. The result is catastrophic, a violent meeting of metal and concrete. The classic red bus cruises down a city street. Passengers are likely chatting, perhaps lost in their own thoughts, completely unaware of the impending doom. The driver is oblivious to the warning signs, a critical oversight, a moment of inattention that will have devastating consequences. The bridge looms ahead, an unyielding obstacle. The gap narrows, the tension builds, and the inevitable draws closer. Too low for the bus's 14-foot height, a crucial detail that seals the bus's fate. There's no time to brake. The realization dawns, the panic sets in, but it's far too late. The top deck collides with the concrete, a deafening crunch that echoes through the air. The impact is immediate and brutal, shearing off the entire upper level, a violent separation of the bus's two halves, in a shower of sparks and glass. A dazzling display of destruction, a chaotic ballet of flying debris. The lower half rolls forward, continuing its journey, oblivious to the carnage it has left behind, while the upper deck is wedged into the bridge, a mangled monument to miscalculation. Debris raining down. A final insult, a cascade of remnants falling from the sky. The aftermath is surreal, a scene of utter devastation. A clean slice through the bus, as if a giant knife has effortlessly separated the two halves. A chilling lesson in paying attention to road signs. A simple act of awareness could have prevented this catastrophe. This brutal decapitation is unforgettable, a visual representation of the importance of heeding warnings and respecting the laws of physics. And we're only at number 9. The countdown continues and the stakes get higher. Number 8. We're getting closer to the most dangerous scenarios, the ones that truly test the limits of vehicle safety and driver skill. Buckle up, because this one is a wild ride. Ice, the invisible enemy of winter driving. A seemingly harmless sheen can turn a road into a skating rink in an instant. Speed, an increase in velocity amplifies the danger exponentially when combined with ice. What might be manageable at a crawl becomes catastrophic at even a moderate pace. And a yellow school bus spelled disaster. A large vehicle filled with precious cargo facing the perils of winter. The stakes couldn't be higher. On a frozen rural road, far from immediate help, the situation quickly escalates. The isolation adds another layer of vulnerability. The bus hits a gentle curve. A seemingly innocuous bend in the road becomes a critical point. The laws of physics are about to take over, but black ice sends it spinning out of control. The tires lose their grip, and the massive vehicle becomes a helpless projectile. The driver's desperate countersteering fails. Years of experience are rendered useless against the unforgiving grip of the ice. And the bus slides sideways into a snowy embankment. The crunch of metal against snow signals the beginning of the end. The impact launches it into a series of violent barrel rolls. Each rotation brings more destruction, more chaos, and more danger. Windows shattering, a symphony of destruction as the structural integrity of the bus is compromised. The roof caving in. The weight of the bus, combined with the force of the impacts, crushes the vehicle's frame. Snow and debris swirl as the bus tumbles, a chaotic ballet of destruction played out in slow motion, finally coming to rest as a mangled heap. The silence that follows is deafening, a stark contrast to the violence that preceded it. The chaos is relentless, a stark warning about winter roads, a chilling reminder of the power of ice and the importance of caution. Number 7. Overtaking on a mountain curve goes horribly wrong. A tourist bus, impatient behind a truck, pulls out to pass on a blind bend. Suddenly, an oncoming truck appears. No time to react. The bus swerves, smashes through the guardrail, and launches off the cliff. For a moment, it's airborne over a massive canyon, then arcs downward, slamming into the cliffside. The impact triggers a fiery explosion, wreckage tumbling and a rain of metal. This crash is pure spectacle, and the insanity is just ramping up. Number 6. A bus sideswipes a fuel tanker on the highway and disaster erupts. The bus drifts into the tanker's lane, scraping the massive fuel container. Both vehicles lose control. The tanker T-bones the bus. Gasoline gushes out, a spark ignites, and a colossal fireball engulfs the wreckage. The explosion shatters windows for miles, sending a plume of black smoke skyward. The bus and tanker are reduced to a burning heap, a full-blown catastrophe. Number 5. A high-speed desert drift attempt ends in epic failure. A souped-up bus tears across a dusty road, the driver aiming to drift a sweeping turn. The handbrake yanks, the bus slides sideways in a cloud of sand, until the rear wheels dig in. Instantly, the drift turns into a violent roll. The bus tumbles end over end, frame shattering, parts flying. It finally comes to rest, a mangled wreck in the silent desert. Ambition meets physics, and physics wins. Number 4. Can a bus fly? This one tries. A speeding bus approaches a drawbridge with a massive gap. Instead of stopping, the driver floors it, launching off the ramp. The bus soars in slow motion, suspended over the river below. It almost makes it, but the rear half slams into the bridge edge. The impact snaps the bus in half, sending both burning pieces plunging into the water. The audacity of the jump and the devastation of the landing make this a legendary crash. Number 3. Sometimes trying to avoid a crash causes an even bigger one. A city bus swerves to dodge a car, careening into a highway construction zone. It plows through barrels, smashes into concrete dividers, and finally wraps around a parked excavator. The scene is chaos, debris everywhere, the bus mangled and intertwined with heavy machinery. One split-second decision triggers a chain reaction of destruction. Number 2. Nature's fury leaves no escape. A tour bus winds through a snowy mountain pass, unaware of the avalanche brewing above. Suddenly, tons of snow and ice thunder down, swallowing the bus whole. The vehicle is tossed, crushed, and buried beneath a mountain of snow. When the avalanche settles, there's no trace left. Nature wins every time. Number 1. The ultimate disaster, a full suspension bridge collapse. A packed bus is caught mid-span as the bridge's cables snap one by one. The deck undulates, cars are tossed, and the bus teeters on the edge. In slow motion, the bridge section gives way, sending the bus plunging vertically toward the water. The impact crushes the vehicle, instantly swallowed by the waves. The camera pulls back to reveal the shattered bridge and sinking wreckage. This is animated destruction at its most epic. Which crash blew your mind? Drop your pick in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more insane compilations. We pushed our animation to the limit for this countdown. Thanks for watching. Let us know your favorite, and stay tuned for even bigger disasters next time. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.